first topic that I wanted to cover on my channel, Homeschooling Through High School, is Classical Conversations Dual Enrollment Program. My name is Rachel, and I have been part of Classical Conversations since second grade. I am part of the CC Plus program, as that's called. For those of you who don't know, Classical Conversations is a Christian homeschool group. And so, first off, before you can even know whether CC Plus is a good fit for your family, you need to understand what it is. CC Plus, Classical Conversations Dual Enrollment Program, is a partnership with Southeastern University that allows students to gain college credit by taking classes through Southeastern University. The program begins in Challenge 2 and it goes all the way through Challenge 4, and students can take the material that they would originally complete with the guide and submit some of those assignments, generally about 5 to 7 of the assignments for a whole semester, to SEU, Southeastern University, to a professor that they have there, and receive college credit. So the program is regionally credited, which means the credits will likely transfer to any college that your student would look to go to after high school. They can get their associates, bachelor's, or even master's through CC Plus. Master's is usually saved for, I believe, homeschooling parents, though. The associates is really what I'm going to talk about in this video because it's what I'm more familiar with. Typically, you get about 60 credits and then graduate with an associate's degree at the end of high school. Through CC Plus, you can really get a full associate's if you only take their spring and fall classes. You can get an associate's if you take some of their summer classes, though. But you can get the vast majority of the credits that you need for an associate's, which would allow you to complete college in 2 years instead of 4 if all of your credits transferred to the college you went to. So one of the benefits of CC Plus is that it allows you to save money, allows you to raise your weighted GPA, and it allows you to shorten your time in college. I've had an excellent experience with it, and I would highly recommend it to anybody considering it. Is CC Plus a good fit for your family? So one of the biggest concerns right off the bat is going to be cost. CC Plus costs about $500 per class, which right off the bat I know sounds like a big number. And where I'm from, North Carolina, we have free community college for students who are still in high school. So comparing $0 to $500 is really a big difference. But I've chosen to stick with CC Plus because I've chosen Classical Conversations the whole way. I love the Christian classical environment, the homeschool environment that it creates, and I don't want to lose that by going to the community college. I understand for some people that $500 may be a big deal, but if it's not, and if your student is already planning on going to a four-year university, CC Plus could definitely be a great option because at a four-year school, a public college, you're typically going to pay about $1,000 per class, and at private universities, even more. And so not only does getting dual enrollment credits shorten your time in college, it'll also make it much less expensive, in fact, potentially cutting the cost in half or over half. The second major concern that people often have is the extra work that could be associated with CC Plus. I'll be honest, it does take a little bit of adjustment, especially if you're not super savvy with computers, because you do have an online platform that you have to get comfortable with emailing your professor and submitting assignments online. But once you're past that hurdle, it really is no trouble at all because CC Plus only requires about 5 to 7 assignments that are in the guide to be submitted to your college professor. Occasionally there are extra assignments or there are assignments with some more specific requirements than are in the guide, but generally they're the exact same. CC Plus may be difficult for your student if they don't generally complete over 2/3 of the work or 2/3 of the work on a week-to-week basis. But as long as they generally complete above that amount, they really should have no problem with the CC Plus expectations. The third major concern that students generally have with CC Plus is going to be the transferability of credits. As I already said, Southeastern University dual enrollment program is regionally accredited. Almost all your credits are going to transfer to any public university you're looking to take them to. But again, you need to look at each university's individual credit transfer policies. You can find that online or by contacting the university directly. There's no guarantees. And for your smaller, more medium to less selective private universities, again, your credits will largely transfer, but you should look it up. For your more highly selective universities that are private, your credits may be less likely to transfer, and in fact, I'm looking at some of those schools right now. However, it's worth still considering taking them because it's going to show that you've demonstrated course rigor, and it'll raise your weighted GPA. So there's still benefits even if your credits don't transfer. But again, most importantly, look up the information for the colleges that your student is interested in attending if they know it all. If you have an idea of where your student would like to go to college, you can look up that information as I've already said. If they do not accept CC Plus credits, then potentially this program might not be a great fit for your family. But if they do, or you don't know where they're planning on going to school yet, then CC Plus could be a great route for you. Just a little bit of my personal testimony. I really enjoyed it. I have thrived under CC Plus because it gives me an opportunity to submit my assignments through a college platform for an actual grade from a college professor. It's not just my mom giving me feedback, and it's made my assignments all so much better. It's given me so much more confidence going to college and knowing that I'm going to be prepared. And so for any families considering CC Plus, I would highly recommend it. Don't let the cost be a tremendous setback. If $500 is that much to your family, CC Plus might not be the best fit. If your student doesn't do more than 2/3 of the work, again, might not be the best fit. Or if they're planning on going to a university that doesn't accept the credits, it might not be the best fit for them. But otherwise, if you are like the vast majority of students, I would highly recommend it. And I don't think enough students really take advantage of this amazing opportunity that CC has given us to gain college credit. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or suggestions about future topics, then please comment below. I plan to make some videos covering specifically the CC Plus courses in Challenge 2 and 3 and my experience with those. So keep watching and please subscribe. So thank you.